Hi everyone, welcome back to RAW.FPL. So in this one it's the Game Week 26 team selection. So first I'll go over how I did in Game Week 25. It was a nice big green arrow, back up to the 369k now. So yeah, pretty decent week for me. And then we'll be going over how the team's shaping up for blank Game Week 26. So yeah, just a reminder, there are 4 teams who are blanking. So I'll talk about how I'm navigating that. And then just a bit of future plan as well, looking at Game Week 29. So if you do like this one, please drop a like and please do hit subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. Alright then, so taking a look at Game Week 25, so as I said, it was a nice big green arrow, 94 points. I didn't actually take any hits as well, so yeah, that was quite nice. So starting in goal, Dubravka, again, the Newcastle, they're just not the defence they used to be, so yeah, not really expecting too much from him. I think at this point, yeah, I'm just going to ride with it. You know, the duo of Areola, Dubravka, Areola on the bench with 3 points, so both of them did pretty poorly, really. But yeah, it was a bit of a strange double game, wasn't it? We had, obviously, Jota going off injured in the first half. We had Nunes going off injured in the first half, so it's unlucky if you had the duo of them two. Trent was obviously injured. Salah then came on, absolutely smashed it. Then he got injured. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange one, wasn't it? But he's actually the single game weekers. So Watkins, 13 points. He's doing brilliantly. Saka, I think is that 2 15-pointers in a row? Yeah, 2 15-pointers. So he's just on fire at the moment. So he's going absolutely nowhere. If you don't have Saka, I do still think, I mean, the fixtures coming up as well, they're pretty good. So we've got Newcastle, which, as we said, the defence is pretty terrible right now. Sheffield United, Brentford, and then this Chelsea game. If Leeds do beat Chelsea in the Cup next week, then this one will be on. So it's just one to keep an eye on. But yeah, so Saka, been doing really well. Bowen, another blank. I can't believe he's blanked again. Yeah, so this is, I think it's 6 in a row now. Yeah, 6 in a row. So, I mean, I'm just keeping him at this point because he does play in Game Week 29. And to be fair, the fixtures coming up are pretty good. Brentford at home, Everton, Burnley. And then, yeah, the big thing is he plays in 29, which I am still looking to keep my free hit. So having Bowen, I think it could be, yeah, pretty handy in the future. Palmer with a blank. Foden, 2 blanks, but De Bruyne looks like he's had a slight niggle as well, so he could be out. So that'll mean Foden potentially will move back at, centrally. So yeah, it could be quite good against Bournemouth. And he has started quite a lot, hasn't he? He's been starting consistently. Along with Alvarez, to be fair, as well. Alvarez has started every single game, so he looks pretty good as well. But yeah, the triple captain, I mean, it didn't go brilliantly, but yeah, I guess it could have gone worse. But that Chelsea game, he missed so many chances. If you watched it, he just missed so many chances. So it could have been, what was his XG there? Yeah, 1.71 XG. So, if he gets another goal, this all of a sudden looks a lot better. But I'll sort of take 10 points, but it's not, you're kind of expecting more. So yeah, this is how I did in Game Week 25. 94 points, up to 369k now. So yeah, let's see if we can build on this. And I'll just show you how the team's shaping up now for Game Week 26. Okay then, so this is the Game Week 26 team. So we'll have Areola in net, Dubravka away to Arsenal. Yeah, I'm not sure there's going to be a clean sheet there. So Areola, I mean, I'm not expecting a clean sheet there either, to be honest, but I think it's more likely against Brentford than Newcastle away to Arsenal. So yeah, I think Areola in net. To be honest, I've only got 11 players anyway, so yeah, the subs, I've got no subs. So Gabriel, he's going to be playing. I think even at this point, if you don't have Arsenal assets, I still think they are good to buy. I mean, again, it just depends on your strategy for Game Week 29. So if you are free hitting in Game Week 29, then I think Arsenal players still look really good, because then, they are likely to blank. But as I said, if Chelsea do lose to Leeds in the Cup, then they'll be playing, so that'll just make it so much easier for everyone. But yeah, if you are free hitting, I think definitely bringing in Arsenal players looks good. If you're not free hitting, so you're saving it like me, then I think targeting Villa players Villa players, West Ham players, or Brentford players is still the way to go. So the transfer that I'm looking at is Van Dijk out, Moreno in. Forest at home, really good fixture. Again, I'm just really torn between Moreno, who just seems a bit more exciting, but then there is a possibility that he could get benched. So I don't think he'll be benched for this game, but going forward, I'll definitely need him for 29. So yeah, it's a tricky one really. Do I go for the more exciting, explosive player Moreno, or do I go for Pau Torres, who's nailed? So yeah, I'll put in the comment section what I do decide to go for. But at the moment, I'm leaning towards Moreno. So yeah, Moreno at the moment. Taylor, I mean, yeah, he's not going to be the vice captain. That'll probably be someone else. But Taylor at Palace, I'm not expecting too much here. But in these blank game weeks, even if he gets 2 points, that's better than nothing. And then Stones, yeah, I mean, he should play, but yeah, again, it is just a bit risky because, Pep Roulette, he could get rotated. So, yeah, hopefully he plays. We'll have to wait and see, but it's a good fixture if he does. So, yeah, that's the back line. Let's move into the midfield. All right, then. So, this is the midfield. As you can see, it's currently a 4-3-3 formation. I think that's probably what I will go for, just because I don't have any other subs or anything. So yeah, the current plan would be Saka. I mean, he is a consideration for captaincy, just because the Newcastle defenders have been so poor. Arsenal and Saka in particular, they've been absolutely flying. So yeah, that could be quite a good one. If you don't have Saka, I just think he is so good at the moment. Also, like the double up on Saka and Martinelli, or Saka and Odegaard could be good. But again, just keep an eye on Gameweek 29. If you're free hitting, that's absolutely fine. Then you can get them in. If you're not free hitting, then I'd look to target someone like Bowen or Kudus. Bowen, hopefully he can. I mean, Antonio's back now as well, so hopefully he can start scoring some goals, especially with the good fixtures coming up. But yeah, I think Bowen or Kudus, they could, going forward, if you're not free hitting, they look good options. And then Foden, as we said, De Bruyne looks like he has picked up another sort of injury, but there are rumours that he's travelled, so yeah, it looks like he might play, but we'll have to see. I think Foden, though, should play regardless. So yeah, Foden against Bournemouth looks quite a nice fixture for him. So yeah, that's the three midfield. Let's just have a look at the attackers now. So the front three of Haaland, who is currently captain. I know he has been missing some chances, but the thing is with Haaland, he always gets the chances, regardless of if KDB is playing or not. He always gets chances. I just think he's, especially against Bournemouth, they should win that game. Haaland should be involved. So I think if you did want to go a bit differential, you can captain Saka. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with Haaland for this one. Watkins, he's not going anywhere on the back of his 13 points as well. And then I've currently got Cameron Archer as a third forward. I sort of needed him to play really because, yeah, this is the 11. Obviously not taking any hits currently. So yeah, I can field 11, which I know a lot of people will struggle to do now. So yeah, I'm going to wait and see what happens with Archer. If Archer looks like he's going to play, then I'll keep him. I don't mind playing him. He has scored a few as well, hasn't he? So yeah, I don't mind playing him. But if it looks like he's going to be out, I'll probably take a hit, and I think it's going to be for Solanke. I'll talk a bit more about that later, just in my sort of future plans. But yeah, Solanke, I'm going to want him for 28 anyway, because they double. So Bournemouth doubling game at 28. So I might just make that move a bit earlier if it looks like Archer is going to be out. So yeah, that's the team. No subs because Konza's obviously out still. Jota's out. Palmer's got a blank. So yeah, no subs. So fingers crossed the 11 that are there actually play. But to be honest, I know a lot of people that they're going to struggle to get 11. So even if you can field 9, 10 players, because some of mine, Charlie Taylor, it's going to be pretty much a certain 2 points if he plays. So if you have 9 players and the 9 decent players, I wouldn't worry too much about it. So yeah, that's the team. I'm just going to show you now some of the future plans because yeah, as I said, I am going to try and keep my free hit. So let's take a look at that now. Alright then, so yeah, this is the team for game week 26. So I'll just show you my sort of plans for what I'm intending on doing. So yeah, it looks quite nice there. As I said, it might be, if Archer's out, that might be Solanke. So it might be the case of getting Solanke in. So that would be for a hit. I know it's against Man City, but I don't want to get rid of Watkins. He plays in 29, and he's been really good like recently. I don't want to get rid of Haaland, and I want Solanke for game week 28. So I feel like this front three here, I think it's probably the best front three you can get at the moment. So yeah, despite the fixture, and to be fair, Man City have been leaking goals as well. So he could get something there. So yeah, that's the front three. I might do that -4 if Archer is out. If he's not, then I'll probably just wait. But yeah, I might have to do it anyway because I sort of want Solanke there for Burnley. So I could, because the initial plan then would be to, so Palmer would be back in. Let's get Taylor out. Jota. Well, Jota's going to get transferred, so this is where the plan comes in for Son. So Son comes back there. So I can do that, but it does leave me with a bit of a benching headache. But I'd probably just bench Foden. Or if it didn't get Solanke, as I say, Archer is fit, I could just do that. And then I could bring Solanke in for game week 28. So that would be, I could then bench Foden. So yeah, potentially that's what I'll do. So I'll have Solanke there. I mean, in the cup as well, if Leicester win their cup game and if Brighton win their cup game, the fixture in game week 29 for Bournemouth and Wolves will be on. So yeah, I mean Solanke, it'd be so good for him. So you could then keep him for game week 29. And if that's the case, I could even potentially look to get a Bournemouth defender in. But at this point here, so game week 28, I've obviously got only one doubler in Solanke. So I'd probably look to then get rid of Stones, Liverpool away, and I'll bring in Doherty. So then that looks like that. Which, yeah, I think that'll be good. No hits taken as well, so that's nice. And yeah, I've still got $1 million in the bank, 2 doublers. And also, Luton should play in the game with 29. So going into game with 29, he'll be blanking. Hopefully Cons is back then. He'll be blanking. Saka's likely to blank. So I'll have to bring Taylor in. These will all be blanking. Yeah, so Saka there. I'd probably then transfer out. Get someone like Maddison or Richarlison. And that's how the team looks. So yeah, I think it looks fairly good, providing Cons is back. And I could potentially, take a hit if I needed to. But yeah, that's how it's looking. That's a general sort of plan. A lot of things can change. I think we'll know a lot more next week after the cup rounds, and then we can sort of consolidate the plans a bit better. But that is the general plan. I can then save my free hit and use it in game week 34 or 37. But yeah, in terms of going up to game week 29, this is the, as I said, targeting Villa, targeting Spurs after game week 27. And then targeting West Ham as well. And finally, just ending on the differential of the week. I've gone for Kudus. I think definitely if you're not free hitting, yeah, he looks good. 2.8% owned. He plays this game week 26, and he also plays in game week 29. Paqueta's back as well, so it looks like that Bowen and Kudus will have a bit more creativity behind them. And yeah, Brentford at home, quite a nice fixture. So yeah, I think if you are looking for a differential, nice and cheap as well, I think Kudus could be could be quite a good pick. All right, there we have it then. That's the game week 26 team selection. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like, and if you are new, please do subscribe. If you do have any questions, just put them in the comments. I will also put in the comments just the actual transfer that I do. But yeah, I think at the moment I'm probably going to go Moreno, but I do keep swapping between Moreno and Pau Torres, to be honest. So it depends how brave I'm feeling. I think Moreno, more exciting, more explosive. So yeah, that is potentially what I'm going to do. And then also, as I said, if Archer doesn't look like he's going to play, then I'll probably be doing a -4 and bringing in Solanke. So yeah, I'll be back after the game week. So yeah, have a good weekend. Hope it is full of green arrows. Take care.